Okay, we've started. The recording is on, and I want to welcome you to tonight's session where we're going to talk about how business analysis can be applied across industries and organizations. And for the lesson videos, as of today, I had a meeting with the course admin. So she's been away for a while, but she's back full time. So she's setting up highest by tomorrow morning or this night. Their course portal should be running and you start their enrollment and start assessing the videos. The lesson notes for last night has been shared in the WhatsApp group, so you can download it and go through the lesson notes. So that's the announcement so far. So let's proceed to tonight's class. Like I said, how business analysis can be applied to various industries and organizations, how we can use it to solve problems both in the financial industry or in bank, in the healthcare or NHS and others. Yeah. So I'm trying to share my screen and so I can see my screen is popping out. If you are not seeing my screen, then maybe you're having network issue because I can see my screen is showing very well. So the first industry we're going to look at is finance. I will use case studies to explain all this, just to give us more knowledge, paint more pictures how it works. Yeah. Let's see a bank which is in financial industry is having a problem and you are engage you as a business analyst to help them drive the process, come up with a solution to solve the problem. The problem looks this way: a bank's loan application process was slow, leading to customer dissatisfaction and high application dropout rates. These are exactly some of the things we are going to be encountering, small issues like this in the organization. You see, they are going to be dragging you here and here. Come, we'll have this issue, we'll have this issue. This is the kind of scenario we are going to see. And as a business analyst, during the interviews, most of the questions you are going to encounter during the interview is going to be scenario based. They're going to tell you, you're a business analyst, give us a scenario where you've been able to lead a process and drive a change, or where you've been able to lead a process as a business analyst and solve a problem within an organization or within a unit. A scenario, tell them what is the problem and tell us how you solve the problem as a business analyst. These are the kind of questions we are going to be encountering during the interview. They are not going to come and tell you what is stakeholder analysis. They are not going to come and start telling you what is the process requirement gathering. They want to see how you solve a problem. If you can tell them exactly how you solve a problem, they will know exactly that you understand what you're doing. So in this scenario, is a bank. Yesterday, I used restaurant. Today is a bank. These are some of the problems we are going to be seeing. Loan application is always so like that. It can be if a lot of bottleneck, a lot of bureaucracies. So, and here, this is the solution to this problem. The solution here as a business analyst to this problem. The first thing is conduct what we call process analysis. Process analysis involves requirement gathering and analysis of the process. Here you see what they said here, the application process. Look at loan application process. You see here, I've highlighted it. And so what we are going to do is to analyze the process. And to analyze the process, you need to gather requirements. So what we are going to conduct here is process analysis. Conduct process analysis to map out the loan application workflow. Yeah, that is what you are going to be doing as a business analyst on daily basis. So at times you are going to be carrying out up to 2 to 3 or even 4 process mapping. We call it process map. Yeah. So you carry out a process map, and within the process map, once you map out the process map, you need to then, within the process maps, you start taking it process by process by process. Because process map is going to be a chain of so many processes. It can be up to 20 processes in the chain. So you map out the whole processes, and within the process is a workflow. Within the process, you start reviewing every process one after the other to fish out where the problem lies. And once you identify where the problem lies in the process, then that becomes the gap. You've identified the gap, and then you look for solution to solve the problem. That is how to do it. So every organization, even if there is no problem, every process in the organization, for modern organization, they map out all the processes. So if you are an organized organization and they're having issue, all you need to tell them is, I want to see the current process map. They will give you the process map, and you study the process map. If they don't have any process map, then it's going to be a lot of work for you, because you need to create a process map before you start anything. You have to start from the beginning, requirement gathering, bit by bit. That's how you gather all the requirements. By the time you finish gathering requirements, you must have documented all the processes, and that is the first step. That is the first step in helping you to understand the current state, current process as this, which I said yesterday. Identify bottlenecks such as manual documentation verification and lack of automated credit check. All these can be the gaps: manual documentation and lack of automated. These are gaps within this particular process. Once you identify gaps, the next thing is to propose, look for solution. Identify the gap, then you look for a solution. How do you look for solution? There's what we call solutions evaluation. You carry out solutions evaluation. Doing that, that's will help you to find out the solution. Once you do solutions evaluation and get the right solution, then you carry out implementation. So propose and help implement and automate loan processes, processing system, integrating credit score API. So this could be the solution. Once you've done that, implement the solution, then you've solved the problem to them. And that is how you are going to continue in every business analysis problems you want to solve. Deliver requirement document for the IT team to develop the system and conduct user acceptance. Once the solution is implemented, then you carry out a testing, that's UAT testing, and then you document the KPI. Yeah, the KPI is the benefit derived from that solution. Any benefit, for instance, the KPI is now, see, the bank reduced the loan approval from 1 day, from 5 days to 2 hours, increasing customer satisfaction, loan application completion by 40%. You see, yesterday, you see the way we did it in food industry, that is restaurants. Okay, today you see the one of yesterday was just a strategy, but today you see you are going to implement a process, a system integrating. This is automation. You see, integrate system, automate loan processing system, integrating API. This is a small application where you and your team will build, which is automation. So you carry out automation to solve this problem. So you automated the workflow. That is what you've done here. Automation is a very big solution in the industry today. Yeah, automating activities, repetitive activities, is in such a way that some of the things you do all the time manually, you automate it. The system will do the work for you. You don't need to do it manually anymore. Everything will be automatically carried out. Some of us here know what automation is. So it's a kind of workflow. Build a workflow, chain it together, and it continue to work for itself. You can use AI to do all these things. These are some of the areas AI, even before the AI, we have been carrying out automation. But these days it's becoming so easy to do automation. And so in these days, you see so many people, you can automate your WhatsApp. For those who using WhatsApp, automate your WhatsApp activities. When somebody call you on WhatsApp or send message on WhatsApp, automatically your WhatsApp will answer the message and provide a response. Things like that. You can create an automation within your email, and once you receive an email, the automation will check the email for you and equally respond to the email without your interference. Yes. Most of the chatbot activities are automated activities. You can be chatting and you are chatting with a bot. So the bot will be carrying you, solving problem for the organization, more especially in the customer services. You know, it's faster. It reduces the queuing time for the organization. It reduces the wastage, time wasting, and it reduces the amount of money we spend within a process. So this is how you can save organization a lot of money through automated activity. So we can apply this in the banking, other financial, insurance, fintech, and it's going to save us a lot. If you're looking at this saving you from 5 days to 2 hours, you know a lot of money that is involved. That's a huge amount of money. When this kind of activity happen from 5 hours to, from 5 days to 2 hours, it's possible. So if you come to healthcare, the same thing can happen in healthcare. A hospital struggle with patients' appointment scheduling, leading to overcrowded waiting areas and missed appointments. It happens a lot. Like here in the UK, if you want to see your doctor or GP, all you need to do now, before now, it wasn't that way. Before now, you go to the GP. When you go to the GP, like when I came to this country newly, we go to GP to see the GP. If you see the crowd, if you see the queuing, at times the queue will come out from the main road and start, you see the long queue. At times, people will come to see the GP, you see the queue, you feel demoralized, and you just go back home. You know, it becomes a big issue in this country. You know, people complaining, the time it requires to see a doctor before even you know it. So what they do is they develop an application, appointment booking system. So it's a mobile app, patients app. They call it patients NHS app. So that NHS app, they have where you can book appointment if you want to see a doctor. All you need to do, if you go there, you see the available schedule of available slots, you pick, you choose. So you already know when to see a doctor. You don't need to go and wait. So you know when is your time. You know if it's not possible to see a doctor today, there is no need of you going today to sit in the hospital, because looking at the app, you cannot see the doctor that day. There is no need of you rushing in the morning, say, I'm rushing to go so that I'll be among the people that will see the doctor. It's not necessary. If your appointment is 1 o'clock, it's 1 o'clock. If you go by 1 o'clock, you see the doctor is sitting there waiting for you. So you go by 1, you know when to leave so that you can go there on time and see a doctor. There is no need of going to sit from morning till night. At times, people will come and sit from morning till night and say they are not going to see a doctor. That's a big problem. If you come to Africa, like for instance, you go to more especially General Hospital, you go there to see a doctor, you will wait, and time they will tell you that the doctor is not coming today again, or the doctor cannot see you, or things and that, tell you stories, you start going. Only if you're going for private hospital that is highly exorbitant. So let's look at the scenario here. The hospital struggling with patients' appointment schedule, leading to overcrowded waiting area and missed appointment. So if you are a business analyst, all you need to do is conduct an interview with the doctors, the patients, the doctors, the administrative staff, to understand the pain points, everybody's struggle. This will give you example or overview of what is needed, how everybody, you cannot just go and interview only the patient. You need to interview the doctors. You need to interview. These are all the people involved in this situation. and you understand the way they, of course, you see, from the problem you see is manual process they are using. So you need to document this manual process, mark it out as a process flow, and then from there you start analyzing the pain points, analyze historical appointment dates to identify scheduling inefficiencies. After your analysis, your requirement analysis, then you come up with a solution. Like I said, solution likely to develop a system, an online system or mobile application. So you design a new online scheduling system with automated reminder and dynamic scheduling capability. Train staff and ensure proper rollout of the system. Outcome, when this is done, you see that the missed appointment will decrease by like 30%. And the patient satisfaction score will increase. Everybody will be happy. Patients immediately go to the hospital, you see the doctor. They'll prescribe medication for you. You go and buy it and become well. You don't need to go down waste. Doctors, they are happy because people are no longer complaining about their services. Administrative staffs, they are happy. Most of the manual work has been taken away from there. They can then concentrate in doing a lot of strategic activity. So you see, as a business analyst in the hospital or in the NHS or healthcare, this is what you can do. You see the way you can do something in the finance, you can do something in the education. Everywhere, why I'm doing this, so that you can see that anywhere you are, you can be able to contribute to that organization. You can do something. It's not only one place, everywhere, even in the education. Let's look at technology. A software company faces frequent delay in product release due to unclear requirements. BA Solution introduce agile methodology and collaborate with product owner to refine backlog. Create user stories and acceptance criteria for each features. Ensure developers have clear guidance. Held regular meeting to prioritize tasks and track progress. Outcome, release cycle were shortened by 20% and product quality improved, reducing the need for post-launch fixes. You see it even within the developer environment or within the software development environment, developers, builders, IT projects, you can still do something. See how this technology company that develops softwares, this is what you can do for them. Yeah. So your services is needed everywhere. So many of them, so many have been to so many developer software development units, and you see them struggling because they are using waterfall environment. They are using waterfall methodology instead of agile methodology. And in most cases, it's always better to use agile methodology. Agile methodology suits best for software development. So you see, anywhere you go as a business analyst, you should be able to contribute something. So you look at retail like Amazon, like Sainsbury, like Aldi, like ShopRite, like Spars. These are what we call retail industries. All these high street shops and the rest of them. Problem, a retail chain had declining sales and customer retention due to lack of personalized shopping experience. Personalized shopping experience. Some of this shopping, you see, customers will continue to come to your shop, but you do not have any record of such customer. You cannot even analyze customer experience to see how you modernize or tailor their need to personalize customer need. And you keep on supplying what the customers do not need. All the time, customers will say, but today you don't have this, yeah, you go. You cannot afford to lose customer because a customer came to your retail shop and they wanted to buy something and you don't have it. They are going to another customer. And these are customers who have been to your own several times. So it's not good because you don't have record of their experience. When you see companies like Amazon, once you shop on Amazon, Amazon will document everything about you, all your shopping experience. Even if you are not coming to Amazon, will send you an email. If you have come to buy iPhone for Amazon, then when the latest iPhone comes, Amazon will send you an update. There is a new latest iPhone. Amazon will even tell you vendor that is selling it cheaper, the cheapest, the same quality. They will doing everything possible to tempt you. Before you know it, you are jumping. You want to update your iPhone, and they keep on collecting more experience from you and keep on updating for you. Once you buy that iPhone, Amazon will look for other things somebody who is owning an iPhone will need, like a phone pack, cover screen, all these. Amazon will tell you, yes, you can buy. Once you buy another one, we'll give you this one free. These are tempting you. That is what you need to do to keep on increasing sales. But if you do not have a system that collects all these customer activities, document them, analyze them, and using it as a tool for marketing promotion, the sales will not grow. So that's what I mean by personalized shopping experience. Yeah. And so many companies do not do this. They don't do this. They don't know how to do this. They don't have the knowledge. Yeah. So this is where they have to look for solution on how to increase their sales. To do that, conduct a data analysis of customer purchase history and demographics. Yeah. Customers need to understand their purchase history. They don't, everything you do online is a big asset to an organization. Your footprint, wherever you match, they pick it. That's called online footprint. Is a big asset because they will use it to understand your movement. Anytime you visit Amazon, you go straight to women accessories. Anytime you go straight to women accessories, good and fine. They will say, okay, is that you? No problem. So they will be sending you everything related. There is no need of them coming to give you a generic advertisement or a generic promotion that doesn't concern you. It's not going to attract you. It's just a waste of time promoting a shoe or a sneaker, women's sneakers to you while you are not interested in a sneakers or trainers. You are very much interested in women accessories, Brazilian hair, nails, cosmetics. These are the kind of things you like. So these are the kind of personalization they are going to build around their profile. around their accounts. So if you are a BA, you need to conduct data analysis of customer purchase history and demographic, identify trends and suggest implementing loyalty programs with personalized discount, just like buy one, get one free. Within that environment, they will be sending it to your email. It's going to be coming up as pop-up on your phone. Even if all of a sudden you see pop-up, buy one Brazilian hair and get one free or more. Some of us will just dive in. So collaborate with marketing and IT team to deploy the program and measure its impact. So this is the kind of promotion the IT, the marketing should be deploying, not generic. At this point, generic marketing promotion should be avoided because we don't have that kind of time to waste. We don't have that kind of resources. And so it's personalized so that once you shoot like a sniper. You shoot, you cannot miss. You must get customer to come and buy something. The outcome of such business solution is going to be increased sales. Sales increased by 15% and customer retention rose by 25% within the first 6 months of implementation. So this is how it should be. In your CV, this is how your CV is going to be looking like. BA CV. You are going to be telling them projects you handle. Projects you handle as a business analyst is always going to be a problem. You need to talk about the problem you solved, how you solve the problem, and the outcome after solving the problem. If your CV is not looking this way, the hiring manager will know we do not even know what business analysis is all about. You cannot come and say business analyst, these roles and responsibilities. Like, no, we passed that stage now. So you've come to government. Under government here, you see another scenario. A municipal council. Municipal council is what we call local government in Nigeria. We'll call it municipal or local authority or local borough or local council. Here in UK and in America as well, we call it local government area or local government council in Nigeria. So a municipal council received complaint about inefficient garbage collection leading to unsanitary condition. All of us knows that garbage collection is a big problem everywhere around the world, both in here and in Nigeria and in America, everywhere. So these are one of the major things the local government does, garbage collection. In our own area, they come every Monday to pick garbage from our house. We don't go to any place to drop it. All you need to do is tie them up in a black bag for unrecyclable, like food process from cooking and the rest of them, things that cannot be recycled in black container, then recyclable like plastic that can be recycled. All those recyclables, you put it in a orange bag. Yeah, you bring it out in front of your house, drop it. Every Monday by 7 a.m., they will come with their garbage truck and pack them. That's what they do. If they are not going to come, maybe because that particular day, maybe at times they will shift it to Tuesday. Maybe that Monday is a public holiday. So if they're having public holiday, it means they are going to come the following day. They will always put it in their website that garbage is not, so you will have to come and drop it outside if they are not coming. So these are some of the ways. So, but in this case, a municipal receives complaint about inefficient collection. So when there is inefficient, for instance, 2 weeks, the garbage collectors have not come to collect garbage. What do you expect? It will start piling up. It will start contamination, diseases. You know, people will start complaining. Yeah. So it is a big issue. So in a situation like this, as a business, you can still do something to support the local council, like analyzing the garbage collection route using GIS mapping and identifying inefficiencies in route planning. Recommend a smart waste management system using IoT, that is Internet of Things sensor, to monitor bin, fill level, and optimize collection schedule. Conduct workshop for staff to ensure smooth adoption. And once done, the outcome will be collection efficiency will improve by 35%, and public complaint will decrease by a percentage significantly. So this is you as a business analyst working in a local government trying to solve this problem for the local authority you are working under. So that is it. You see, why I'm doing this is because I don't want a situation where after training, someone will come and say,
the one in the bathroom.
Please, if you are talking to someone, can you just put yourself on mute because you're not talking to us? So, in a situation like this, you already know, have experiences. All these things are case studies in different industries. We have already provided you experiences of a business analysis in different industries, in different organizations, how it's being adopted, how a business analyst behaves in different environments. And you see, we follow the same pattern, although we are solving different problems. But you see, we follow the same pattern to solve this problem. So the point here is that business analysis is a framework application. Application means that we can apply it in different environments and it's going to work. That's what we mean by framework. The framework is a kind of a template that you can apply in different problems, different environments. No matter the problem, no matter the environment, no matter the size, you apply the framework, you see it working. So that's why I say that business analysis is like a trade, like mechanic, tailoring. For tailoring, if you see a good tailor, if you bring agbada, the tailor can handle it. If you bring suits, the tailor will handle it. If you bring school uniform, a good tailor will handle it, because the good tailor understands how to sew clothes. All the tailor need is the size of the person and the style. That is what they need to have. Measure your style. They can use your style to do so many designs for you, and that solving so many different types of problems. A good mechanic can handle so many vehicles. See, a very good mechanic, if you bring Peugeot, the mechanic can handle it. If you bring Peugeot, Toyota, if you bring Mercedes, if you bring a very good mechanic, can handle different cars because its engine, all of them will go engine, all of them will go dashboard, all of them go tires, all of it. So that is the way it is. Problems is the same thing. Organizational problem can be, although it's a different problem, different organization, but you can apply it to solve that kind of problem if you understand business analysis. So, a business analysis can help nations in so many ways. So, yeah. This one, I'm just an article I added here. So I'm not going to come and start. When you get the lesson notes, you can go through this, how business analysis can help nation grow. Yeah, so I will not spend time to do this. Yeah. Importance of business analysis in optimizing digital enterprise application and solution. Okay, I've told you people, you see most cases, we talk about solution, we talk about automation. Yeah. Business analysis, these are a lot of things we do to solve problems. We use technologies, but in some areas, it might not be technology, it might just be a strategy that doesn't even involve any kind of application. Yeah. But 80%, or let's say 90% today, or 99% today, you are going to need application, you are going to need technology. And the technology we are talking about is enterprise application. Enterprise are companies. Enterprise are companies, and application are the application we use for companies. So what we call it is enterprise application or enterprise solutions. So enterprise solutions we are going to use, or we use most of the time, can be called ERP, CRM, ITSM, and so many others. We have HR. You see all these key applications. Yes, organization can decide to develop their own ERP, but it's going to cost a lot of money to develop ERP just for only your organization. So what they do is, instead of them building an ERP from the scratch, they will go and rent a small portion of ERP from a vendor, and they will use it to solve their problem. And this is what every organization does. So you see ERP, we have so many vendors that supply ERP. We have so many vendors that supplies CRM. We have so many vendors that supplies ITSM. We have so many vendors that supply chain management, human resources, and so on and so forth. So enterprise application such as ERP, CRM, ITSM form the backbone of modern organization. So where do we come in? We are going to be the one to recommend the right enterprise application for every organization, looking at their problem, their challenges, looking at their economy, how much do they have, looking at their vision. When you look into all this, we decide to recommend a particular solution for them. And not only recommend it, we design it and help in implementing it, and then help in deploying it for effective use. So that's how business analysis help organization in adopting the right enterprise solutions. So some of the vendors that supply this enterprise solution, number one of them is Microsoft. Another one is Salesforce. You must have been hearing, if you are not hearing of it, just be hearing it. We have another SAP. And we'll have Atlassian, so many of them now, ServiceNow, so many of them. There are so many, Oracle. All of them are enterprise application vendors. Microsoft, they have their enterprise application ERP under Dynamics 365 ERP. That is Dynamics 365 CRM sales. Then we'll have SAP as well, deploying this Dynamics 365, deploying this ERP CRM SAP. We have Salesforce deploying CRM. So the kind of enterprise application you are going to look for depends your organizational need. The organizational need and the budget of your organization, what they can afford. So, okay, let's look at the enterprise applications. These are some of the vendors here. Enterprise application. Salesforce is a vendor. You must have been hearing of Salesforce. SAP is a vendor. Oracle is a vendor. Google is a vendor. Amazon Web Services, they are vendor. And then this is Dynamics 365 from Microsoft. All of them are vendors. So, how many of you have heard about CRM before? CRM. What do you know about CRM? Have we heard about CRM before?
No.
Yes.
Okay, somebody said yes.
Yes, we
Yeah.
have heard.
Customer relationship management.
Good. So what is it used for?
It's used to manage customers, like relationship with the company's customers, like communication and stuff like that.
Simple. It used to manage customers,
is-
like the name.
It is used to handle customers' complaint, especially when they patronize an organization and there's a problem.
Is
We have
not
customer
true.
support
Is not true. You don't use it to handle customer complaint. That customer CRM is different from for customer complaint or customer services. These are two different applications. Yeah, we have customer service, and we have that one is not for handling complaint. Customer relationship, we use it to document customer record. That's why we save customer, their email address, their telephone number, their everything about a customer. We document our customer, just like so that we can know our customer very well. That is the main purpose of this CRM, documenting them. You know, from there we can understand customers for, you know, even when we are planning for promotion, like marketing, we need to understand it. When we want to go try to get more customers, this is where we channel our recruitment so that once the customer is filling application, it's going directly into customer. So we use it for customer campaign, recruitment, getting more customers. We call it lead. We use it for lead management, lead conversion. Yeah. So these are the things we use customer CRM. Then we have customer support. Customer support is when we have another application we use for customer support, like support Zendex. We have the different types of these are specifically for handling customer queries, customer complaint. It's not customer CRM that we use for that. They are different applications. So don't let us not mix it up. There's a lot of applications for different operations. Then we have another one called ERP. Anyone know about ERP? So ERP is Enterprise Resource Planning. So as a business analyst, these are things you need to know. These are application organization need, because these are where most of their problem lies. We have ITSM. IT is IT support. We have application for IT support. As we are supporting the IT, we have application for customer support. We call it customer support. Is different from customer relationship manager handle. So it's somehow tricky. So we're going to break them down because these are things you need to understand. These are majorly applications you are going to be learning to implement for organization, because these are tools organizations use on daily basis. Why do organizations need all these things? These are basic things every organization need. Number one is that every organization need a customer. Can you do a business without a customer? The answer is no. Even the church need customers. Who are their customers? Parishioners. Everybody need customer. So you should be able, even the native doctors, they need customers. Everybody, they need customer to be able to sustain their business. So because of that, we need applications that can help us to manage our customer, help us understand our customer. Customer record is a very big asset to the organization. If you go to hospital, they need customers, patients. So we need CRM to manage patients' record, automate patients, everything about the patient is extremely important. We don't need to keep customer record in an Excel sheet or on a sheet of paper. In some companies now, if you go and you say you want to talk about it, because they go and start bringing files, a series of files to talk about a customer. In some hospital, if you go there as a customer, they will go and start looking for file. Instead, you bring your card. From your hospital card, they go and start using it to search your file. That is analog way of handling customer record. These days, all you need is give us your name and your date of birth. They will key it into a system, and everything about you will appear from the screen. They come from the computer, they will see it. They will know all your hospital record. The last time you came to the hospital, even the drug they prescribed to you, the everything, your record will be there. That your record will be there even in 100 years to come is there. Even when the organization catch fire, everything in that organization got burned down. Even that laptop we are using to see that record burned down. The record is still there. Nothing happened to that record because the record is not stored in the computer. The record is stored on the cloud. The fire is not going to go to the cloud to burn customer record. All you need to do is buy another computer and put email address, and you see the customer record will appear again. You can so you'll be able to even access it through a mobile device. So that's what we need these days. And so many companies in Nigeria do not have it yet. So many of them. That's why we're struggling, not Nigeria, in Africa. Some companies in Western world, even those who have it, they need to have a better one. Before, CRM systems can be automated, but these days, most of the CRM system company has been using is not AI compliance. But because AI is everything now, companies are now integrating AI to this enterprise application so that they can use AI to carry out a lot of automations. So customer is a big asset. So we need a technology that will help us manage the customer record. That is number one. Number two asset of a company or any organization is money. Every organization needs money. Everybody, as long as you want to do business or you want to run an even non-governmental organization, non-profit organization, yes, they are non-profit, they don't want to make profit, but they still need revenue to be able to operate. So they need that good technology to help them manage their financial resources. And the enterprise application they need is called Enterprise Resource Planning, ERP. That's where the ERP comes in. If you go to so many organizations, you will hear some of them are using SAP. Some of them are. Do we have any accountants here? How many of you are accountants here? None. So, if you go to finance department, all they are using there is ERP. Some of them are using Dynamics 365. Some of them are using Sage. Different of them. Payroll system. All of them are on that ERP system. See, human resources, HR. Some of the HR uses ERP as well, like SuccessFactors. These are some of the HR managing human. These are key things every organization needs. Every organization needs customer. Every organization needs money. Every organization needs human resources to work for them. There's no organization, they cannot function without good human resources. They cannot function without customers, and they cannot function without revenue. They cannot function without expenditure. So companies need these three key. Every organization needs these three key resources, and they need good technology to manage them. And to manage them is not going to be easy. It's a very sophisticated technology. So we, the business analysts, it's our duty to understand the organization, understand their struggle, their challenges, and then recommend the suitable application that will help them to manage their resources very well, and the organization will then function and grow, make profit, make revenue, satisfy customers, grow their HR and things like that. So we help them to recommend the suitable one, design it, implement it, and deploy it. So these are what you are going to be doing. So many of us are going to be doing. These are some of the things we're going to be doing. Some of the things we're going to do is going to be strategies, developing different strategies to handle so many challenges. So we're going to use example here is going to be Dynamics 365. This Dynamics 365 this Dynamics 365 application. Yeah, it is ERP solution. Under ERP solution, we have Dynamics 365, finance, supply chain, project operation, and business central. All these are from Microsoft. Microsoft deployed this. That's why Microsoft is a very big organization. Most organizations around the world are using the Dynamics 365 ERP in so many capacity. Most organizations. So if you do not know Microsoft before, you would think that Microsoft is only Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel. It's just a tiny bit of what Microsoft represents. And even that Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Office, Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, we call it Microsoft Office. It's still an enterprise application. Yeah, we call it Office application. Then we have CRM under Microsoft. We have Dynamics Sales, sales professional, customer service, field service. So they're all under CRM solution. Then we have modular solutions. Modular solutions are e-commerce. So Microsoft, they have e-commerce solutions for those who want to build a cloud commerce like Amazon. Microsoft supplies it. Microsoft equally have AI solutions. So they have so many, even mixed reality solutions. So any kind of solution you need for your organization, you are likely going to get it from Microsoft. So that's why we need people who have this technical knowledge, and not only technical knowledge, business knowledge as well. So we are going to be the intermediary between the market, the IT market, and your organization. Understanding what your organization needs, understanding the challenge organization you are facing, and then you are going to the market to look for the best solution to solve the problem your organization, and then recommending it for your organization. If your organization agree to it and adopt it, and you plan around it, design it, implement it, and deploy it for your organization. That is what you are going to be doing as a business analyst. Yeah. So the CRM can be broken down like this. Once you get the note, you try to sit down and look at it. Yeah. We'll break it down to CRM. You see CRM cells. So this is how CRM cells look as well. Yeah. And ERP. So break down all the ERP. You have ERP Finance, ER Dynamics, Supply Chain, and so on and so forth. So if you as a BA now, and at the end of the day, you finally convince your organization and they want to implement a solution for them, you see something like this. The role of BA's role in this enterprise application implementation. If you want to start, you can start by defining your CRM strategy. If you want to implement a CRM, understand the strategy, that is, what do they need? Draw boundaries and project scope. Build an implementation timeline. Choose CRM platform. Migrate existing data. Prepare training and onboarding plan. Build automations and develop feedback. So this is just a snapshot. We're going to deal more on this, but you see, this is what we call project breakdown structure, which we are going to be the next thing we're going to. So you see, if for instance, if you are meant to implement a solution or solve a problem for your organization, you need to understand the project life cycle of it. So these are some items of project management you are going to be learning as a business analyst as well, because every problem you are going to solve as a business analyst, you are going to solve it as a project. It's going to be a project. So that is it. And this is where we are going to be ending it. Why business analysis is crucial in the context of enterprise application. Alignment with business objective. Effective business analysis ensure that enterprise application aligns seamlessly with organizational goal and objectives. By understanding business need, analysts can tailor this application to enhance efficiency, reduce cost, and drive strategic initiative. Requirements, elicitation, and definition. Analysts plays a vital role in eliciting, defining requirements for enterprise application. This involves understanding user need, documenting functional specification, and ensuring that application meets diverse requirements of different stakeholders. Optimizing application. Business analysts assess the functionalities of enterprise application to ensure they address specific business challenges. Through thorough analysis, they identify opportunities to customize, enhance, and integrate to optimize overall application performance. Facilitate user adoption. Understanding user need and expectation is critical for a successful adoption of enterprise application. So business analysts bridge the gap between end users and the technical team, ensuring that applications are user-friendly and meet requirements of diverse user groups. Data-driven decision-making. Business analysis involves comprehensive evaluation of data and metrics generated by enterprise application. Analysts interpret this information to provide insights for informed decision-making, helping organizations leverage the full potential of their application. Change management and adaptation. Enterprise application often undergoes updates, expansion, or integration, just like what is happening today, where they are now integrating AI in all the enterprise applications. So business analysts facilitate smooth transition by managing change effectively and efficiently. They assess the impact of changes on processes, people, and technology, ensuring minimal disruption to operation. Cost efficiency and resource optimization. Through effective business analysis, organization can identify areas for cost optimization within enterprise application. These include streamlining process, eliminating redundancies, and ensuring effective resource utilization. Quality assurance and risk mitigation. Business analysts contribute to quality assurance by identifying potential risks and challenges associated with enterprise application. They develop strategies to mitigate the risk, enhancing the overall reliability and reliance of the application. And continuous improvement. Business analysis is an iterative process that promotes continuous improvement by regularly assessing the performance of the enterprise application. Analysts identify opportunity for enhancement, ensuring that the application evolves alongside changing business needs. So, in conclusion, effective business analysis is paramount for the success of enterprise application. So for any business, any enterprise application to work very well for any organization, there are needs to involve business analysts. It ensures alignment with organizational objectives, facilitates user adoption, support data-driven decision-making, enable adaptability, optimize costs, mitigate risk, and promote continuous improvement. Organizations that prioritize business analysis in the context of enterprise application are better positioned to maximize the value and impact of this critical technology asset. Enterprise application is a very big asset for every organization. So these are key areas so many organizations adopt hire business analysts. Enterprise application is not the only thing that you can do for the organization. Like I said, there are so many problems equally you can solve without bringing in business enterprise applications. There are so many other things that doesn't involve enterprise application, mobile application for the organization, and so many of them. Some of all these things is still application. Some web application, website, strategic web pages, social media handlers, marketing, automation. Some of them you might not need enterprise application. So many of them you still need enterprise application. Integration, data migration. So many of them will need enterprise application. Some of them is not going to need. So business analysis is a embodiment of knowledge that helps in so many ways. So if you start understanding business analysis and grow in business analysis, you find out that you are embodiment of knowledge. You can solve any kind of problem, any kind of challenges, you can face it because it encompasses a lot. No technology, non-technology, strategy, decision-making, and process improvement, and the rest of them. So this is where we are going to end for tonight. This has placed us in an environment where we can now dive in fully into business analysis techniques. A technique we can use, all the techniques, we are going to be handling them one by one. So in a scaled breakdown structure. That's what we're going to do next week. We're going to break everything down, all the techniques, all the stages you need to pass through in order to solve, we call it life cycle, project life cycle. All the stages you need to pass or you need to go through to understand a problem for the organization, gather requirements, analyze the requirements, write your report, wait for approval, get approval, design the solution, invite developers to build the solution, test the solution, deploy the solution, and then continuous improvement of the solution. These are what we are going to be looking at going forward. If you have questions with understanding what we've done so far in business analysis, we've tried to build a solid background for you to understand what business analysis is before you start doing it technically, being a bit of hands-on on it. So, are we still struggling in understanding the basics of business? Because this is fundamental. I can call it the fundamental, the basic understanding of business analysis. Is there any of us here who are still trying to get hang of what business analysis is all about and basics of it within the organizational context? Anybody still struggling? Outside that, do you have any question, anything? Bring it on before we close. Okay, no problems. If you don't have anything to say, still okay.